Hi and welcome back to part 3 of our Norway adventure. Today we join the Flåmsbana and Railway and we head high into the mountains to see spectacular waterfalls. The Flam Railway has been described as one of the most beautiful journeys in the world. From the comfort of the vintage train, we enjoy ever-changing scenery, incredible rivers, falling waterfalls, and we travel to the most spectacular waterfall we've seen on the trip so far. When the train reaches the waterfall, it stops for a few moments and we disembark. The legendary Huldra, a seductive forest creature in Scandinavian folklore, dances and sings in front of the waterfall. Very cool waterfall. Very cool. We passed through 20 tunnels with a total length of 5.7 kilometres through the hills and mountains. That is almost a third of the entire length of the line at 20 kilometres long. It would have been rude to leave Flåm without a trip to the Viking pub one more time. Just to warm up, of course. Well, it's been a great day. We have been car and a bicycle. We've been on the fjord on the boat, and then we've been to Waterfall to see the singing lady, and of course back to the Viking pub. So really great, and tomorrow we are heading off to the national park, or one of the national parks. So we'll see you there. Good morning from the campsite. It rained all night, but I guess that was replenishing the waterfalls. Not the best night's sleep, I guess. And a cruise ship, which might appear behind me, came in last night as well, which you kind of hear but don't hear. But it's a fresh morning and it's quite cloudy. There's some snow on the mountains opposite the campsite. Today we're going to head off to one of the national parks and start exploring there and find a new place to stop. Come along. Just entered this tunnel, one of many. This particular one is 15 miles long. So we've come to Borgund Stave Church and we're just having a look at the exhibition before we actually go and see the church. But the church is just over 800 years old and it's one of the best preserved stave churches in Norway. So it's really exciting. We've wanted to go and see one of these for a long time. So let's have a look.
Reformation, or later, because Reformation happened in the early 1500s, but people didn't have all the money to just change everything. So after a few generations, the change came to the church. So the painting is from 1654. So it's still it's over 100 years after the Reformation. It's still very old. The table, we believe, is older than the church. And you can see here, marks in the staves, where there's been benches. So there's been regular church benches. And if you look on the staves here, there's like an indent. There's been a floor here, so a balcony all across. And only the rich, of course, were allowed to sit there. So this cross here, the St. Andrew cross, the wood on this one is newer than the ones next to it. So there's been a staircase up here. There's just been an opening and people have crawled through to be able to sit there. And here on the back you can see the remains of the rose paintings that was throughout the church. But all of these things was removed in the 1800s when the National Trust of Norway bought the church, because they wanted the church to look authentic again. So this is how we believe it looks.
Take away the changes.
Very nice.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So a lot of people think this is the oldest church, but it's not.
No.
It's just the best well preserved, the most preserved. On the inside, almost 90% is still original. From 1180. That's a lot.
It's a long time for a wood building.
For a wood building, 800 years. For example, you can see.
And when we looked at the model,
it
just literally is sitting on the ground.
Stone underneath.
The stone.
Stone. Do you have this part? This is safe. They're resting on this type of little part here.
Yes, it's like pristine. And then just on stone.
So other than that, it's just
800 years.
800 years like that.
I don't think I'll have to be starting.
So the reason the wood all look like this on the outside and on here is because they apply tar to the outside of it to protect it. But they don't take, they do that every 5 to 7 years, but they don't take the tar off, they just apply more tar on top. But that protects the outside of the church. Well, what that protects is then the inside of the church, because all this wood is just in such good condition. It's amazing. And the whole church is just sitting on rocks on the ground. So the reason that the roof looks like this is because it's got this tar which they put all over it, and then it makes it look like it's got icicles, but it's not. It's where the tar melts in the summertime and then freezes in the wintertime. So this is in the Red Church, and this was built to house a number of people because they couldn't all fit in the Stave Church. Well, we're just going into a tunnel and it's 4 meters wide, and it's only for one car going in one direction, or that's what we hope.
The light did go green.
come to this neat place. We're up in the National Forest, National Park, and it's so good to see. Hi guys, so we've did loads of tunnels today and all the way up that mountain zigzag road, and now we've found this really lovely spot where we've been having some lunch, and it's right by some water. We're in the national park and not exactly sure where at the moment, but really high on a plateau on top of the mountains, and you need to see this water because it's so clear. It's crazy really. A week ago 27 degrees, and now we're standing and it's about 5 degrees, and there's snow, and it's chillier. The scenery is just stunning. Good morning. Not sure what the temperature is. It's quite cold. Ice on the car this morning. It's an absolutely beautiful day. You can probably see just in the background behind me the snow on the mountains. It's what we've woken up to. It's really, really peaceful. Can't wait to get the day started. It's going to be good. Talking with some local people last night, and in this area that we're in, just up on the top of this mountain up here, there's nesting eagles, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled today and see if we can see those. And over in the mountains on this side, a few years ago they released 5 Arctic foxes, and now there's a population of 50 over there that they're monitoring, which is absolutely fantastic for the ecosystem. Also told to keep our eyes peeled for deer, which might be slightly harder to spot because they'll be probably really in the distance, but we're going hiking today. We've got a few plans, and really hope that we'll get to see some different things out here. But what I love all these buildings. These are all kind of like summer houses, people's summer houses, but the area is completely deserted because it's out of season now. But I love all of the grass roofs on the buildings. Anyway, I'll take you with us and show you what we see today. doing a hike to some waterfalls, falls of about 250 metres, and trees are really turning autumn shades, and it's beautiful. Claire's just spotted that at the very top of the waterfall it looks like there's a glacier that's feeding it, because you can just see this huge wedge of snow right at the top. Mum did it, Ned!
There's no second chance. Mum! This is Mum!
Fresh blueberries. Really great. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing so you don't miss the next episode. And give us a like. It's great to know that you're enjoying the adventure so far. Join us in part 4 as we continue our adventure into Norway, and Claire tries to conquer her fear of heights, taking on some really sketchy bridges. We can't wait to take you with us.